Breaking news, brothers. Breaking news. Yesterday I've been relapsing. Yes. Yesterday night I've been busting a nut, despite of me being on this challenge of no-fap and self-improvement for more than a year now. Maybe even 1.5 years. And I really just completely forgot to count the days. And so yesterday the thing just happened. I just relapsed. And so, man, I need to tell you something. I thought that today would be horrible, but it turns out that I'm feeling better than ever. I'm feeling better than ever. Just got done my running session. I'm going back home, getting a great cold shower done, hop on the calls, get some writing and planning done, and hop on another set of calls. Whew, man, I wanted to tell you something that I've been blessed to learn throughout this journey. So, throughout the last season of my life, I would say throughout the last 6-7 months, I've been just so caught up with pushing, doing. You cannot fail, you cannot release this whole energy, because this is your source. This is the source of your whole being, that you just simply got this energy. You cannot ever release it. You cannot ever get out of this path. You have to hold on. You have to push. You have to be a fucking man. And so if you've been watching my previous videos, then I'm talking about this. And talking from this perspective very much. And so I just got to realize that it is damn much right okay to release this thing. It is damn much right okay to fap. And this is also part of the journey. Because for me, not fapping or skipping a running session or just switching up something in my life became my new fear. So initially, I began this journey, in especially running and also no-fap, to face my fears, to face my demons. Because, yes, I'm the guy who was afraid of the PE classes because I just couldn't run 1,000 meters straight. I couldn't do that. And mostly it was psychological, but I was also a fat kid, like very overweight, obese, let's say obese. And I wasn't in the best physical shape either. Moving fast forward to today, I'm super blessed to be able to challenge myself with running every single day. And so this new obsession of mine became that I cannot really get out of this line of me being so strict with everything, me planning out every day. And brother, you believe it or not, this is also a little side note here too. I had many days when I've been planning out the day and I've been executing pretty much. I made all the decisions, and I've been writing down all the decisions, and I've been executing upon those decisions. I didn't really care how I did feel. I didn't really care what had happened. So for example, I woke up, I was working out, I was working on my business, I was starving from hunger, and by the end of the day, I went to the gym and I've done a killing deadlift session. And yeah, I've got that thing done. But I started to raise the question inside of myself, hey man, like, let me take it slowly so I can concentrate more on you. Hey man, this is good, but you've been able to accomplish this thing. But is it healthy for you? Is it sustainable? And so I got to the conclusion that it is not. And so I got to the conclusion that the new thing that I've been so afraid of to face, which was one of the core motives that I'm always talking on this channel, is to really face our things and face ourselves. Because if we know where the bodies are buried, then we can really figure out the way how to dig them out, you know? And what does it mean? If I know that my goal is to make $1 million a month, or suppose in a year make $100,000 a month, which is my current financial goal, is that okay, man? You have many vehicles. In the very beginning, you just simply don't really know where to start. Like, you're starting to Google up like business, online business, so on and so forth. You're ending up with dropshipping. Yes. Can it work with drop? Yes, it can work with dropshipping. Okay. Can it work with some? Yes, you can do marketing agency. Yeah. Okay. What else can I do? I can do blogging. Yeah. What else can I do? Yeah. Well, I can become a coach, so on and so forth. Endless opportunities. And now that you know how to do that thing, the thing is to just simply go there and dig that thing out. Simple as this. Dropshipping. How to do that thing. If you have money, run the Facebook ads. If you do not have the money, then figure out a way how to pay the bills and just build up the SEO by the side. In 2-3 years, you'll be making that amount of money. Like, simple. Sounds simple. The same thing with working out. How to lose the weight. Hey man, just simply go out there, eat less, and get the necessary amount of workout done in order for you to be able to burn out the excess calories inside of your body, or the calories wanted to be burned. And so now that I know that what I'm supposed to be doing, I just really got to the place where I just really needed to face this thing, you know, because in the very beginning I didn't really know what is happening with me. Then I got to the phase when I figured out that hey man, I'm afraid of me going through something that I'm somehow uncomfortable. That was running for me. So I started running. And so now I got to the other phase, which is that I've done these things like so many times that there's not too many things over here. Like not too many things over here for me. It's like I've been pretty much challenging myself towards like to the very, 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 very limits. And I haven't run a marathon yet. Haven't run any ultras yet. I have way freaking much more inside of me, which I'll be working on to master. But the point is that I've been really, I got really super challenging running sessions done. And so I got to the place where I do not really have any place to grow over here. It's like, I know that I do not really have a place to grow over here. So my new fear became that, hey man, what is happening if I'm just stepping out of my comfort zone, if I'm checking off? What happens if I'm skipping a running session? And so yesterday, this is the thing that happened. I was like, man, you know, it was a Sunday. I was fasting consciously, and I was like torturing myself all the time. And I was like, by the end of the day, I was like, man, you know what? I don't give a shit. I got enough of this whole shit. I don't care. I was jacking off, you know. I was jacking off, and I got a decent dinner. I was like, man, let's start this whole thing over. And so what happened is that I just realized that me actually taking the courage to go there, I was able to really unleash something inside of myself. And so that something was again releasing this fear and really facing myself on this level. And now I cannot tell that NoFap is good and NoFap is bad. But this is a tool, brother. This is a tool, and the whole thing is inside of you. The actual change, the actual everything that you need to do is inside of you. So whether you're doing the NoFap, whether you're not doing the NoFap, you're okay. And so this is also another thing that I got to realize that, and this will be a side note over here, and prolonging this topic a tiny bit. So basically I woke up today and I started my day completely differently, and I was like, man, I woke up, I've done a few push-ups, I didn't even wash the dishes from the night before, which I like to start my days off because it's waking me up a bit. After that I've done a few push-ups, I shoot a video about, hey man, I'm changing up everything, I got enough of this shit, I want to talk about how to make money and so on and so forth. And I was like, okay brother, this is good. And then I sat down to read, which I wanted, and I was like, man, okay, now let's just think about this thing. You have an unlimited, you have like such a huge energy inside of you that you need to do something with it. So you building up these daily habits, it is not a coincidence, it is not a mistake that you've been building up these daily habits this way. So get your ass together, get your ass off, get out there, get this running session done, get back home and start working on your craft. And so what I've got to realize is that we do also have the tendency, when we are allowing ourselves to take the easier path, when we are allowing our brains to take the easier path, to just simply get to a place when it is getting lazy. It is not pursuing the hard-earned dopamine. So today morning, so since yesterday I got this experience in my brain, which was like, again, like a new uncommon experience. You can get dopamine so fast. Yes, you can get dopamine so fast. Oops. Now there might be other activities that we're bringing you those things in. So I was like, man, let's just wake up and let's just simply jump on the thing that I wanted to jump on. Okay, jump on the thing. I started reading. My mind was just so all over the place, like this. I was like, dude, slow the F down. Get your workout session now and come back. And now I'm here. So this is how this whole thing works for me. And so, this is how our brain works. When we are teaching it or making it to get used to us earning the dopamines on the harder way, running, exercising, no fap, getting work done, getting something done. So basically you are getting the dopamine from creation, not from consumption. Then your brain is getting used to that. And you know what? That's a great and wonderful thing. And you want to know something else too? That can destroy you also. And guess why? Because you can just simply get to a place when you are restraining yourself so much from reward, then your brain will be like, man, like I have to become depressed. Like there's nothing out there for me. And your brain is just getting used to never getting the reward, and you're even forgetting why you're doing this whole journey too. So this is also the danger of pushing yourself too hard and too much, and never ever rewarding yourself, which I've done and which I've got the tendency to lean towards throughout the last season of my life. And since I didn't really reward myself ever, like super restrictive diet, eating one meal a day, not reading the books that I wanted to read, not consuming the content that I wanted to consume, because I was like, man, dopamine detox, this is the best philosophy. The more I'm delaying the gratification, the better I will become. And this is good, but if you're delaying the then gratification and delaying the reward till a month or till half a year, then you will forget about the journey, and you will be just like, you would just get lost. It's like zero freaking things to go after. It's like you'll be just like burning out. And so this is also something that I've been able to, or I've been blessed to comprehend over here. And this is also a dangerous thing. Never ever rewarding yourself, because this is the process. Your brain is just getting used to never getting rewarded. And so to be like, you know what? There is no meaning in life. There's no meaning in life. When you're going into extreme no fap and monk mode and like super dopamine detox, then you can experience these states. And so when you're doing that every single day, then it just adds up and somehow leaving you the feeling that, hey man, I'm wasting my life because I'm not really doing anything. And that is also a path. Like you can become a fucking monk, but that is not good either. So the whole overall consequence that I wanted to bring to you is that do the nofap. That is great. Perhaps more beneficial to do that than not to do that. But also grow up to the challenge and understand that this is an individual journey. As our great poet said, your life is your life, brother. Your life is your life. So find your balance in that. Find the thing that is, do the nofap. And I'm not telling you to relapse, but I'm telling you to really find your ways to release some days and to just balance those things out some days. Because if you don't, then you'll be just burning out straight. And I'm fucking young, man, and I didn't want to do that. I do not want to do that. And so this is a huge lesson that I got to learn, is that balance, brother. Balance, and the word is not like a singular thing that you're doing you're working in the business, you're making the calls, you're doing something. No, you're living in an ever-changing word. And so this is why meditation and reading, adding up meditation and reading also helps us extend upon these views and help us to have a more holistic worldview. Love, brothers.